Welcome to Innate Express Podcast. I'm Haig John, chiropractor in Melbourne, Florida. Our mission is to ground you in service and inspire you to serve at your very best. Let's get started. When we are looking for abundance in our life, we're creating something, we're trying to create the life of our dreams, the business of our dreams, whatever it might be, what we've all been talking about is saying what we want, expecting it to happen. Creating it within our universe, writing it down, speaking it out loud, commanding it. I want that in my life. And we've just been chatting a little bit, and that's why I decided to turn on to record this, is because I said I want a chiropractor in my office to serve with us in our office. Message me now. Where I've had long, drawn-out, beautiful, employment things out there, like my own resume. And I got more responses from that one of asking for exactly what we want and expecting it to happen. And wonderful people that I respect started responding. And it's everything in our life, every aspect of our life. If we are asking for sickness, I don't want to get sick, I don't want to get sick, I don't want to get sick, is what the whole world is doing out there. Most of the time, I'm washing every doorknob. I've got to get 4 pounds of toilet paper to open up a bathroom door. How ridiculous is that? I mean, probably the paper probably has more bacteria than the doorknob, right? So also, even with hand sanitizers, lowers our immune resistance, and they just did a research study. Rinsing with plain water removes more than using the hand sanitizers. So we're in this, I just don't want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. I'm going to take a vaccine because I don't want to get sick. So what happens? People get sick. We put our energy towards it. As we were talking about this, we had a spider. You were talking about, I don't like spiders and blah, blah, blah. You both had a spider drop right in between you, and you put it outside. Thank you very much. So we ask for what we want, and we expect it to happen. So if you're asking, I don't want a spider in my consciousness today, you got a spider. How amazing was that? Hey, it happened. You were here, and you witnessed it. It was there. It was there. It was a small one, luckily. It wasn't a tarantula.
Oh, Lord. I wouldn't have been relaxed with that.
No, I wouldn't have either. So really being conscious, and that's just a fun little thing with the spider, but it's a real eye-opener, really. So being conscious with our words, what we're asking for, how we are relating things to other people, because not everybody knows. We're trying to help people understand what we're saying from our words and our body actions and our eyes, right, when we're talking to someone one-on-one. Same thing through a recording, through our podcast. People are trying to understand what we're trying to say. We have experience to infer what this means. So being specific with our words is very important. Pasquale, my mentor, he used to take words back to their very original origin. Understanding what the word meant in the beginning and how we've changed it to make it feel like we know what we're talking about, but very often we're using words incorrectly. So being very specific what we want and what we're saying. And a lot of the things, what we also just talked about, when something actually comes into our awareness, and awareness is the key. Before I said our consciousness, but it's our awareness. What we allow ourselves to see in our current state of mind. Being aware of those things, they come and go in our lives all the time, but we're not really aware of them, right? Really like abundance. Things happening, the right job, the right person, the right relationship, the right car, the right shoes, whatever it might be. And when we get to that point where we are seeing those things, sometimes we look at it, maybe it's not the right time, or maybe I don't really want that, or maybe I don't deserve it. There's fear in that moment. Maybe the new shoes will take us to a new relationship or a new home or a new thing that that we really, really needed or was deeper in our creative activities, right? Or whatever it might be. I'm just using shoes as an example because I just found some shoes the other day. So, but all those things, abundance, money, right? So when we allow ourselves to see those things, and then we have confidence in ourselves to receive it, I expect checks to come in the mail. We do very, very little insurance in here, so it's not only those checks. I've had the government, they give me back money for different things all the time, like overpaying our payroll taxes and different things like that. I traded in a Forerunner 3 years early on my lease. I had equity in that vehicle already, and they also sent me another check for $6,000. Where did that come from? Like, I overpaid somehow. I didn't ask questions. I just received it and said, thank you, God. I gave thanks for it. On the way home last night, my wife and I went to dinner, and I opened my truck door, and there was a $20 bill sitting right next to my seat on the floorboard. And I don't really carry cash with me very often. I don't carry cash. Where did that $20 come from? I can sit and think about it all day long, but really it came from God. It came from the creative stuff of the universe. $20. I'll take it. Thank you. If it was a penny, I would give thanks for it. Thank you for the abundance. So everything coming into our life experience is there for a purpose, and we've created it. If there is a negative one, and what we're going to do now is just a quick visualization of our fears. Because we had the fear of spiders. I have a fear of failure myself. I've had a fear of not being successful in my life. I've had jealousy of people that were very successful. All those things are natural things. Where did they come from? And I've had to look within myself to say, is that something that holds me back? Some of it drives me more, but it also drives me to a point where I say, I've been working too much and I'm not enjoying life, bringing in joy into my life. Does that make sense to everyone? So I've done visualizations similar to this one. This one's going to be short, but what we're going to do is, I'm not going to tell you, let's do it. Okay, feet firmly on the ground, no legs crossed. You can cross your fingers if you like. No, I'm joking. So I want to just take our fear, like I just labeled a couple of my own things that I've worked on, maybe fear of rejection, fear of being singled out, fear of being laughed at, fear of failure, I've had a fear of even succeeding in my life because I didn't know what that was going to feel like. And it held me back at times. Fear of whatever it might be, fear of spiders, fear of other people, fear of being judged. If there's one thing, or fear of being looked at in a funny way, or I have no people that have fear of being touched. So let's take that, whatever it might be in our life, we can see it. I named a whole bunch of mine just now, and I see them in my mind. They're floating in emptiness. They're all by themselves. There's no abundance with them. They're in darkness. I see them coming in waves and a ticker tape in my mind. And I want to just start folding them up. Start folding them up like you're folding paper to make a paper airplane, or folding it up like laundry and just making it smaller and smaller. You're making those big things that we've made big in our life. We've sometimes led our life by those things, and they weren't really us. Just fold them in your mind. Make them smaller and smaller and smaller. If they're too small to fold now, just crumple them in your hands and you can feel it. Just crumple it, make it smaller and tighter. Now you can't even recognize those words, or maybe pictures of people's faces, or situations, or times when you were a child and you're looking at yourself in fear of being rejected or not called on to play a sport or whatever it might be. Just crush it up, smaller and smaller. Stomp it with your foot. You can see it. You're just stomping it, making it smaller, flat as a pancake. Now we can take that little flat pancake and put it in a box. Put it in a box, seal it up. Just get this tape, and you see this tape of no worries. no fear, abundance. And you see in the outside of that tape, it's just abundance, love, joy, happiness. It's printed on this tape. You're printing on that, all that fear and ugliness, everything. You're just wrapping that box with this tape. It says love on it, joy, happiness, abundance, acceptance, love, love, love. Now I'm wrapping it just because I want to see the love. I'm wrapping it because I want to see the love, and it's just this big ball of love now. Which is stronger, the stuff inside there or the love that's wrapped around it? I feel that love. I can see it. Now it has an energy of light. That tape you just put around that ugly box is just filled with light. It's filled with love, joy, acceptance, happiness, all those things. All that happiness, everything inside that box is being pulverized with all that happiness, all the love and joy, everything. And you look inside that tape and you see that box isn't there anymore. There's nothing inside of there. That light is so bright it pulverized it. It made it into more light. That energy is more light. If we didn't have those little bits of darkness that have happened in our lives, we would never recognize this beautiful light that we're in now. That light is now going from your hands, a beautiful ball in front of you. Joy, it's floating from your palms. It has so much energy. It's coming through your wrists to your elbows. Now make sure your spine is straight because that beautiful loving light is coming through your shoulders, into your chest, up your spine with beautiful, loving joy, happy light, abundance, fulfillment through the top of your head, beaming to God and the universe, beaming straight to heaven. Every bit of light now through your pelvis, down to your hips, your groin area, filled with beautiful light to your knees. You can stretch out your legs now. Stretch them out, your feet to the ground. You feel all this beautiful light through heaven to earth. Your body is that gorgeous conduit of love and light and happiness, filled with the joy and love and happiness. You could see that ball just in front of you. You can see it. You can blow it. You're sharing that happiness to the entire universe. Every person on earth, you can see just that beaming happiness of love. You're filling their darkness with your joy, happiness, loving light. The earth fulfilled with light, where you see sadness, maybe homelessness, sickness, disease, the government. Put it all on our government officials, the people that have less, the people that are suffering, the people that are sick, the people that are lacking. Spread it around the world. The people that have joy, the people that have abundance. Everybody sharing in the same joy and happiness, making brighter light for the universe. The entire earth glowing with this beautiful, loving light. Beautiful light for the entire universe to see and to experience and fill with joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've released the fear. You've released the sadness. All of it is light. All of it is light. Filled with joy and love. Your spine is healthy. Your organs are healthy. Your relationships are healthy. Your new relationships are going to be healthier. I'm going to be aware of abundance coming to me. I'm going to take positive action. If it's not 100% right for me, it's 100% wrong for me. I am abundant. I am conscious. I am aware. And I am happy. I am love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's take 3 sweeping sighs. And come back to this room. Come back to this moment. And let's together do I feel happy, I feel healthy, and I feel terrific. Okay, you ready? I feel happy, I feel healthy, and I feel terrific. Woo! You got to do the hands with it too. All right. Okay. Anybody want to share anything else from that? I'll share a little bit. It's my body. I got almost like stiff with that coming through my system, my feet, everything clear where I had no bends in my joints, and my body just did it. I felt like I was floating in space with that, and I let go. I really felt I was letting go all that garbage. So today, I even feel brighter right now. The room is brighter. You guys feel that too?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I love and appreciate you.